Yeah. First live in Venice. This is a special one. Bit impromptu because my day got a little weird, but things happened. What's it going, my brother? Hope you're doing well, my friend. We're just gonna take a couple minutes for my guest to show up. A little bit of noise pollution today, but it's better than not being able to do this live at all. Yo, guest just showed up. I'm gonna hit the button. Alright, so I just sent the button for you to click. And then, cool,
What
bro.
up? What up, dog?
How's it going?
Pretty good. Where you at?
I'm in Venice. It was like I had the hair appointment at 2:30, and then when he asked to switch it around, it got all hooey dooey.
So this is pre-cut.
Yeah, this is pre-cut. Um,
Okay.
first things first. I'm sorry for the noise pollution because I know that you hate that.
Oh, no worries, man. I'm good. I can hear you. Yeah, I know. I was known on set as the sound Nazi, right?
Yeah, you were. But dude, I'll tell you what. Ever since I've gotten in more into like the pre-production of this whole project, I've kind of become a sound Nazi too. So like, I'm like dealing with the fact that there's noise, but like it's not my preference. I just like to film outside though, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Get some more color.
more color, and it's just like, I don't know. If I can be outside, I'm gonna be outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just my preference.
I've actually been making it a point to try to get some sun every day because I
Yeah,
was, very anti for a while, and I realized that's not good for me. So
we should all get sun, man.
we need it. It's
Yeah,
crazy the energy you feel from it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. I'm healthy, a little over 2 years sober. Me and the girl eloped, so we are married. I don't know if I caught you up on that.
Congratulations,
Thank you. We'll do another wedding, next year.
for sure.
Um, trying to write the next script,
Okay,
the Talladega Nights of baseball,
love it.
and just trying to grow the business.
Love it, man. Love it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
I've been thinking of you like for the past like 5 to 7 days. First off, we'll just kick it off like this, man. I turned 34 on September 6th, and
Ah, I
yeah.
fucking missed because I don't have my Facebook, so I'm
What
sorry.
are birthdays? What are birthdays? You know, birthdays mean something to the person who turns the birthday. You know, but like, come
Ha-
on.
Happy
Um,
birthday,
thank you,
34.
thank you, thank you. But so I turned 34, and I was like. I quit smoking weed. Like I made a definitive decision. Like,
Same, I quit
yeah,
recently too.
yeah. And I was like, it'd be interesting to see a year sober, you know.
Mm,
And the last time I was sober for any duration of time, it was during production on Skyfly, and
mm.
I was sober that entire I don't know 8 weeks, 8 weeks.
I think you weren't even eating food, if I remember correctly.
The first month.
Yeah, yeah.
The first month. And I just remember the type of energy I felt during that production and how like I would go to sleep buzzing and then wake up like before the alarm clock and just,
Yeah.
all right,
But
today,
you've never been much of a drinker, right?
no,
Like, do you ever get drunk?
no, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
That's
like
amazing.
hangovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
haven't I haven't smoked weed since January and I don't think I'll ever go back.
yeah, I don't see the value anymore. I was honestly, I had convinced myself that it was good for my creativity. But
Mm.
however, I don't know, what is it, like September 22nd? So
Today?
it's
Yeah.
yeah, so it's been like 2 to 3 weeks since I quit, and it's like, oh my god, how wrong I was. Like my productivity and my creativity has like skyrocketed.
Yeah, I don't know
So
about you, but like half the time I would feel kind of anxious and my heartbeat would kick up and stuff like that. And I tell myself, nah, I'm better than that. But, it is what it is.
yeah. So it's I'm happy about it, but yeah, you've just been in my head because I feel like this is like the closest I've been to going into full production since Skyfly, and I just wanted to like touch base with you as like you were my co-producer for Skyfly. I mean, I was your co-producer. Let me get that straight.
We were co.
I love it. And yeah, it would just be great to like just chat with you and like just brainstorm perhaps and like talk about like what the future holds for both of us and stuff.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about the production. What's
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to sequence it out. It's basically a three-pronged project. The whole title of the project is called The Natty King, and it's intended to be like revolutionizing the sport of bodybuilding. It first starts out as a cinematic docu-series, very hard knocks, like Dallas Cowboys preseason of a football team kind of
mm-hmm.
vibe,
I
where we're
like
at.
that.
Yeah, yeah. So we're actually meeting with like the 30 natural bodybuilders who are competing for the title of the Natty King, which is a $1 million cash prize. And, like they basically announced as like the greatest natural bodybuilder who's currently alive, right? So
Yep.
the cinematic docuseries, which we're aiming for Netflix, it follows the lives of the 30 natural bodybuilders as they're preparing for that title, right?
Right.
Then the next phase of the project is the actual day of the tournament. It's called the King of Naturals Tournament. I see that as like a live streamed event, specifically on Netflix. In the event, like it would be like a one package deal where it's like, hey, we want you to have all of this, right? So it's a cinematic docuseries, 15 episodes that goes into the night of, which is like a live streamed event, very similar to like Terrence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, which just happened like a couple
Yep.
days ago, or like a WrestleMania live event where it's like it's very high production quality. We got a bunch of cameras and it's segmented. It's shot like it's storyboarded, where it's like the entire night. Let's say it's like a 3 hour event. We have an idea as to like what every shot looks like from like minute 15 to like it's just very sequential,
Okay.
but it's completely unscripted. And then the third leg of that phase would be an actual feature length film where we would actually go back and capture what happened during the peak week, the week prior to the live streamed event.
Mm.
So, yeah, so just to recap, a year-long prep of the 30 natural bodybuilders preparing for this tournament. Then we take a break for that peak week, and like nobody knows what's going on during the peak week. And then a feature-length film happens in that peak week, which is like incredibly exaggerated, completely scripted, completely fictionalized. Like we got like superpowers, explosions, like fight scenes.
That's
Like
fun.
no, yeah, it's crazy. And then we go back into the actual live event where we
Right.
actually see
Wow.
the King of Natural tournament.
Wow, that's a big vision. That's
Yeah.
really cool, really unique, really different.
Yeah.
That sounds really exciting. So the production you're gearing to get up for right now is the year prior part,
Yes.
and that's
Yeah.
everybody leading up to it. And so, what does that look like? Like, are you getting a crew? Are you?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. So obviously, there's some funding that's going to be required, and that's going to be the top priority in 2026. Just the $1 million cash prize alone that needs to be funded, and then it comes with like, okay, well, we need a crew, a line manager, stuff like that. So I've already started the process of talking to people within the entertainment industry to shop it around, and I am pretty optimistic that it'll be pretty easy sell. Like I've already gone to several networking events in LA. And when I talk about the project, I mean, I say it the same way that I say it to you, and they're like, "Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
no-brainer. Like,
yeah,
it's sports, it's revolutionary, it's exciting. Like, you're a fantastic proof of concept so far as the project is concerned. So
yeah.
now it's just like talking to the right person. So in the meantime, I'm really just wondering who should I be assembling outside of the budget. We already know that we need a budget, so like, who should I be assembling before we actually have like concrete financing? For
You mean?
instance, what
Go
were we
ahead.
gonna say? Oh, for instance, when I was at one of the networking events, I met a girl. She's like aspiring. She wants to like be a studio head in the future. Let's say she's like, I don't know how old she is, like 23, I think. And she wants to be a future studio head, but right now she's offering her services as a PA, very similar to, I want to say, Veronica.
Yeah.
Yeah, she speaks like very fluent English though, so that's like the one difference between the two.
Oh, yeah. You mean like when we wanted a six pack and we got 6 12 packs?
Good
That was
memory.
great.
Good memory.
Yeah.
But yeah, so her name's Charisma, which is actually a pretty cool name.
Very.
Yeah, so she has offered her services as a PA, and I'm going to be meeting with her on a Zoom call tomorrow just to go over like how she can assist. The
Yeah.
only thing is, it's like the immediate help that I need is social media management because we
Mhm.
actually have to gain a lot of traction externally. So far as like, there's an untapped audience so far as bodybuilding fans and enthusiasts and the fitness industry, like the people who are already enmeshed in the world of the fitness industry, like that's our audience. That's our core audience. So
Uh-huh.
we actually have to reach the millions of people who are already tuning in to other people's content about this kind of work, and we have
Right.
to reach them first. And that needs to be done with the help of a social media manager. And I don't know if that's within her wheelhouse because she's
Mm.
looking to assist so far as like PA, gopher, and type of stuff like that. You know?
Is this going to be its own page that you're trying to direct
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
to?
So yeah, it's going to be the Natty King official Instagram account.
Oh, okay.
And
Got it.
yeah, we got a whole like calendar of like each day we have like a specific post that we're going to be doing, and it's fantastic. It's wonderful, and
Are
like I
there
said,
any
this is,
gyms that want to get involved?
I don't know. I mean, you would have to think. I haven't started talking to them, but that's a great
Yeah,
idea.
that's interesting. Also, just for some like guerrilla marketing, hanging up flyers in there and stuff like that. What
Absolutely.
like if you had a budget, like what does day one of production look like? Like, what are you looking to shoot? Is it
Yeah. The first thing I want to shoot is a sizzle reel. I want like let's say a 2 minute concept as to what the Natty King is representing, the type of athletes that are going to be involved, the storyline, what that all looks like, and then I would have that 2 minute sizzle reel to shop around Hollywood so that people can like watch it and go like, oh, okay, so this is what it
and
is.
you have American Film Market coming up?
AFI, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Got it. So sizzle reel, and what the sizzle reel would have highlights like not just at the gym, but like people at home meal prepping and like stuff like that, or
We don't want to make it that boring. Personally, like I don't think capturing like a day in the life of a typical bodybuilder is that interesting, and like that's not what this project is. What it's actually intended to be is we are supposed to see how Shaun Fury, the solution, that's my nickname so far as like within this world, how
OC.
I turn these regular athletes into superstar, larger than life people. Very similar to how like if you take a John Cena, he enters the WWE universe and he's just like a regular guy, and then he becomes coached, he becomes like breeded into the superstar John Cena that we all like know and love. Same thing with like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. He enters the WWE universe and then it's like, okay, this is who you are, The Rock, and you need better mic skills, you need like a better persona, and we actually show the building of 30 natural bodybuilders as we build out their personas, we build out their backstories, and we turn them into larger than life characters.
Oh,
That's what I want the
interesting.
docuseries to be about.
Okay, yeah, that needs to be articulated. I think maybe you did on the first round, but that's a really key point that needs to be in the sizzle. Okay, so I think I have a little bit of a better vision of it now. So the sizzle would be you, and it was like 30 guys, 30, would be you. Obviously, it doesn't need to show all of them, right? But it's you kind of coaching these guys and building them up and creating their bigger than life characters and kind of showing some progression and like maybe them walking out onto the stage and stuff like that. So it's not just like what you said. It's not just the working out or the food prep or whatever. Like maybe a split second of that, because it's in the world. But it's more so about this creation of larger than life characters.
Correct.
Interesting.
Correct.
Also, maybe you would want to split shot or two in there of the feature film, or is that like a complete surprise?
That's a complete surprise. I mean, the way that I would like to structure it, it would be a docu series. Then we would take a week off, and then we would have the live event. So the way that I would like the film to kind of tie into the whole thing is we drop little Easter eggs during the live event. Like for instance, I'll give you like a perfect example because I like to focus on inclusivity. So the enhanced side of the sport so far is like athletes that take steroids. I want to include them in the project, in like the entire realm, right? So what I would like to do is have a couple of enhanced bodybuilders do guest posing the night of the tournament, right? And I think it would be really cool if like one of them has like a bandage over their head, like they just suffered an injury. So as you're watching it like live and you're seeing like a famous enhanced bodybuilder with like a bandage over his head while he's doing like guest posing, you're like, why does this guy have a bandage over his head? We actually show the bandage, like how he actually got the head injury during the feature length film that
And
comes out
then,
like a
yeah,
year or
no,
two
that's
later.
fun.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
So one thing that's coming to mind on the time frame is because as you know, making a movie super hard, super long, and so I guess do the productions go parallel side by side because timing wise, of course, you just need to think about the timing it'll take to finish each one. I guess you know.
Yeah, so I'm not. I don't think cinematic docuseries is top priority, and we want that to happen in 2028. So we have 2 years to get the funding and assemble the cast and crew for the cinematic docuseries to take place in 2028. I'm very confident that we can land that. And then the idea is we would have the live streamed one night event of the King of Naturals tournament at the end of 2028 or the beginning of 2029, right?
Got
From
it.
there, that's when we would actually film the film directly after that event. So like we're not even worried
Oh,
about it. Yeah.
oh, I thought the film would be released similar to the live event timing. No.
No. We would do the live event and then the film would come out like let's say a year or 2 years later.
Oh, got it. Okay, that makes more sense. And also, this is a larger time frame than I thought, so you got
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And as far as the sizzle reel goes too, have you considered maybe some crowdfunding? That's definitely one way to get some money and get interest and build some
Right.
momentum too. This
Yeah,
all builds
yeah.
the social too at the same time. Also, go into debt.
Well, I mean, we're having this conversation. I know that this is going to be successful. So then it's just a matter of like, okay, so what do the next couple of years look like? You
Yeah,
know, what do the next
yeah,
couple of years look like?
yeah. I mean, and like you said, you need to figure out. So, do you have your 30 bodybuilders?
I have 10. I'm casting 10 each year. And
Okay.
the reason I'm doing this is because I want to build hype after each casting. So I'm calling like 2025. This was the first season of casting. 2026 is the second season, and then 2027. By the time we get to 2027, the entire sport and the entire fitness industry should know about this project.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
what's
should know
up.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I,
yeah,
I was just asking too because if you want to make the sizzle reel, I think you could still do it with 10 guys, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
Um, so do you have like the sizzle reel in your head, kind of
yeah.
like?
We got a two-page script.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then,
yeah.
I mean, what do you really need to film that? I don't think it would be that hard to film that.
No, that's not too difficult. I think we've got that covered. It's more so getting an idea as to like what the next, I don't know, 6 months look like, you know?
Yeah,
It's like, okay, we got the scissor reel. Now who are we shopping it to? Who are like, what doors are we knocking on? Obviously, we've got Hollywood, but honestly, I'm thinking a lot bigger than Hollywood. I'm thinking of like, all right, so there's this story that I can't get out of my head where we have a coach on our team who is like a former Mr. Olympia athlete, which is like the biggest stage in the sport of bodybuilding until now, right? His name is Marvelous Melvin Anthony. He's competed against Ronnie Coleman, who's like he is the greatest bodybuilder of all time, Ronnie Coleman. So he competed against Ronnie, and during his heyday, during like the 1990s, early 2000s, they would fly these athletes out, Melvin, Ronnie, and other competitors of the Mr. Olympia. They would fly them out to Saudi Arabia, and it would be funded by Saudi Arabian like princes and kings, where they would stay at these mansions and have like access to copious amounts of steroids and just
ah,
train for however long they wanted. So when I hear a story like that, I think of like what would be really cool for the production and for the story is to just get a backer, like a billionaire backer, to like who gets the project and go like, oh my god, like how much do you need? You
yeah,
need like yeah. But the
yeah. How
thing
do you
is,
find them?
yeah, but that's where I'm at. And the thing is, like, I believe I can find them in the next year. I really do believe because
Yeah,
I have some opportunities for money coming in, but I wanted to meet with you to go like, okay, well, if the opportunities that are currently materializing for money and income, like let's say they were to dry up tomorrow, right? And it's like, okay, well, we need money. We need like some starter cash. If I had like maybe $90,000, I could actually travel the world and like start knocking on doors and talking to people who are already enthusiastic about the sport of bodybuilding. And now
yeah.
it's like, hey, you're enthusiastic about bodybuilding? Well, guess what? I got a project that's going to revolutionize the sport. And
Yeah.
we're actually
Wow.
looking for
Travel the world to go find them. I love the like aggressiveness of that. And
yes,
also I feel like the sexiness and the sizzle of a Hollywood project and other places of the world.
yes,
You know what I mean? Because
yes,
you're
yes.
selling that too, because it's not just the idea of them making money back, which obviously is great, but it's the idea
Right.
of them coming to the premiere and being involved and coming on
Yeah,
set.
yeah. And I'm a great billboard. I am a fantastic billboard for this
Yes.
project. Like I'm like the
Oh,
face of the project. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So I can talk about it very easily. Like it comes out very fluidly. And when you look at me, like the face, the physique, it's just like the whole thing kind of sells itself. So I'm incredibly confident that if I talk to the right person, I can inspire them to go like, okay, how much do you need?
Yeah,
But the
you just
thing
got
is
to
like,
find the right person. Yeah, and if
yeah,
you have sizzle, I mean, the sizzle is going to be huge. I think. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
killer sizzle. So it sounds like the focus would be for you right now is just getting enough money and a small crew for a killer sizzle,
Yes.
right?
Okay. Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk. Let's talk like debt. Let's talk debt.
Debt. Get it, man. How's your credit score?
It's not beautiful. It's not terrible. It's like slightly above average.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then you can do it. I mean, and to
Yeah.
get, I mean, let's first talk how much you think it would cost to film this sizzle, which depends. You know, you have a camera and a mic or whatever. You can come borrow what I have if you want. You know, I've got the
Mhm.
DSLR and the mic and all
Mhm.
that, so you're
Mhm.
welcome to use that. So you've got that at your disposal, and so. But it would if you wanted to invest more, you get something nicer. Obviously, you can hit up Corey.
I'll tell you.
Or
I'll
any,
tell you. Mhm. The way I would probably do it, because I've already gotten a couple of people who have expressed a desire to help. Like I've got a director who wants to help. He's also a natural bodybuilder. He competes in men's physique, so he's not really eligible for the actual roster. But he wants to help. He's directed music videos in the past. I've also got a film student who wants to help, who like does cinematography and stuff like that. So my idea is actually like maybe go with like a low budget to zero budget sizzle reel first and see what that looks like. Obviously, we
yeah,
would want to prioritize good visual and good audio. But if we can do like a low budget sizzle reel first that like costs no money, and then still, I would still like, I need money for travel. I need money for marketing. I need money to like actually start, sending this to people who can actually take a look and go like, their interest is peaked. Like that's
yeah.
where I would really be spending the most amount of money until I actually start getting serious funding.
And I wonder if there's services too. I haven't dove into this yet, but like that link you to high net worth individuals, and there probably are ways that
Yeah.
you can connect to high.
So they do have agents, and I feel like an idiot. Like I've gone to two speed film networking events, right? And the first one I went to, I met a guy, and he was like, "I love this project. It's amazing. Here's what you should do. You should go to this site, and basically you spend money on the site to submit yourself and your project to agents and managers who specialize in getting these kinds of projects picked up." And I wrote the site down. I wrote the site down, but like it's gone. I can't find it. I can't find it.
Yeah, you
So
don't
then,
know what it is at all.
no. So then I went back to see if like I would get the same information. It was like different people and stuff like that.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, but I say all this to say like sites exist. It's like an LA casting only for like writers and showrunners.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
if,
as
if,
long as it's
if
not like predatory or cost too much. I don't.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I'm basically presenting myself as a television showrunner,
Yeah.
and there is representation in Hollywood that specializes specifically in showrunners, and
Oh right.
they rep showrunners.
Right. Yeah.
Granted, I'm incredibly hands on at this point, so it's like if
Yeah.
you can't move as quickly as I can, I'm flying out to Saudi Arabia and I'm going to like a sporting event there, and I'm meeting with a sheik, and I'm like asking them,
I love that, man. I
yeah,
love that. But while you note it, that is a good point. That if you did have a literary agent that specializes or whatever in the show running, that's helpful.
yeah,
If they're the bigger your team, that's great. If you got other
yeah,
people trying to push it with you, it's easier
yeah,
said than done though. To get these
yeah,
agents. But it sounds like the sizzle reel is really going to help a lot.
yeah.
Because you articulate it well, but it's also nice to be like, hey, watch this.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so scissor reel definitely needs to happen. We can get that done within like the next 6 weeks, I would say.
Maybe a
Um,
treatment too, like an outline.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, like a one pager.
yeah.
Okay, okay. And then, okay, so let's jump 6 weeks into the future. All right, we got the scissor reel done. We've got the treatment. Now it's like, okay, we need a literary agent or like a person who like specializes in repping showrunners. Okay,
Mhm.
we go through that process. We still want to be very aggressive because we want to get funding within the next 2 years. Like that's vital. In order to go into production in 2028, we need funding. So let's say the literary agent is not moving fast enough. We need money to travel, and I do have some. It does look like I have an agent who is very excited about my potential within the modeling career, which is like the first time this has happened. I've always known that like I was here for great things. I just waited. I've been waiting for like an agent to like see like, dude, like you're looking at a star, and I have one. Like he's ready.
Oh, here we
Um,
go.
yeah, yeah, and it does look like that will pan out in 2026. But I like to play the game of like, okay, let's say it doesn't.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah, yeah,
Hope for the best, plan for the worst. Is he sending you out
exactly.
for acting too, or just modeling?
Modeling.
Modeling.
But
Yeah.
he thinks based off of like he works with high end models, and he's getting modeling gigs like 10K to 60K.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
You have a
yeah,
commercial agent too. Why not?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
You're
that. Hmm.
you're just a natural on camera. Your acting is just amazing.
Oh, dude, we're gonna be stars, bro. But like again, I'm thinking about the next couple of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so Sizzle Real literary agent. Do we want to look into? Maybe we look into like taking a loan out towards the end of the year.
Yeah, you just got to think, how much money do you need and what are you going to use it for, like you said, and then, weigh out, obviously when you're taking out the loan, you just, okay, it's going to cost me $500 a month. Do I have it?
Mm,
Just got to see if you can budget it in and,
okay.
you know, see, try to get the best APR and the best terms and try to figure out, what's going on with it.
So the thing that I truly suck at so far as the producer is concerned is I can assemble a team, I can get a cast, I can get a crew, I can inspire people and motivate them and like make sure that everyone's on the same page as to what the vision looks like. I'm pretty good at that. What I'm not good at is details. I'm not good at details. Like we didn't have a line producer on set with us, right?
It was pretty much us.
Yeah, it was us. Like I never met a line producer. So
That
like
was us.
how did you manage that?
But I mean, the line producer does what again?
So
I
a
don't know.
line
I feel
producer,
like I did everything, so I don't know the specifics.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So a line producer's main job is to itemize the cost of everything,
Oh,
literally everything. So it's like
yeah,
let's say you had a budget of 350,000. We're just going to use that arbitrary number, right? A line producer's job is to take that 350,000 and literally like have like, okay, 15,000 is going to this, 10,000 is going to that, 5,000 is going to that, and like it is itemized. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, I did that. I mean, I wasn't as organized as like perfectly itemized. I just, just kind of just your regular budgeting, like you probably do with your life. It's like, okay, we've got this much
I
money.
don't. I
Do this.
don't.
Oh,
I'm a run and gun, bro. I
running.
play life like a video game. I
Yeah.
really do. I really do.
Well,
I've
that's
I've had
cool.
fun so far.
Yeah, I mean that's fun, but you gotta, with the film, you're gonna have to, really try to, figure out, and then you try to get the best pricing you can, and I just first I just figured out everything that we needed, from props, wardrobe to sets to crew, whatever everything you need, and then you just do the math on how much it costs and see if you got enough.
All right. So would we agree
But
that
you could also hire an accountant as far as like the actual, keeping track of it goes.
okay, we would agree that we should not look into loans or funding outside of an actual like financier or an executive producer for marketing or promoting or trying to get the green light for the actual docuseries, right? We would agree that we're not looking to get money for the docuseries. We're looking to get money for the green lighting of the docuseries, right?
Well, yeah, it sounds like it because to make the docuseries is probably too expensive for the amount of debt that you're willing to take on.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So
so
we would just need money to promote the docuseries,
right. To get off the ground, it sounds
to
like
shop it,
like
to
sizzle
shop it.
reel type stuff, shop it type
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, grow your following type stuff.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah, because I know you said there's $1 million prize, and then its own event if you had somebody like or a big person producing it, but the actual docu series itself, did you ever kind of think of how much that might cost to produce?
Honestly, the more I think about it, when I think about it in like a three-phase structure where it's a docu-series, a live event that is like incredibly, it's like a spectacle of like a one-night live streamed biggest event in the sport of bodybuilding ever, literally. So like the docu-series is actually pretty cheap. Like that's like the cheapest project
Right,
when I think
right.
about it, because
Like
like
off the top of your head, do you have like 250K, 500K, 100?
yeah, yeah, it really shouldn't be that expensive because basically
Yeah,
it's like it's me, Shaun Fury, meeting with the 30 natural bodybuilders and just making sure that they're locked in. It's like, okay, so here's my idea for your persona. This is how I want to build out your character. Let's hit a workout. And it's like it could be as like chill as like comedians in cars, like getting
yeah, yeah.
coffee.
No, you're right. Yeah, so it could be a two-man crew, just camera and a microphone.
It
So
could be like
yeah,
super chill. Maybe not that chill. Maybe
yeah,
not as chill as
yeah,
you're just. but like a little bit above that.
Yeah,
Where it's
and
like we're just
obviously the live event, depending on how big you do it, like that could be extraordinarily expensive. But
yeah,
obviously, ideally that's like the people putting it on,
right, right.
or you have that big, if you have a big financier. In the movie, I'm guessing, same thing. Do it for a couple $100,000. It'd be better if you had more.
I wouldn't want to do the movie for a couple $100,000.
Yeah,
I would go huge. Like I want big, 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 very big.
yeah.
So the movie, the success of the movie is dependent upon the success of the live stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, right.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, and then it would be so much easier to get the movie funded after that.
exactly.
Uh,
So like, yeah, and I'm glad that you're saying that. So everything has to lead to a very successful live streamed event. It
right.
has to lead to that. So on that topic, I want to ask you the question. Like, all right, so we're launching the Natty King Instagram page, and we'll probably do a YouTube channel as well. How big of a following do you think we need before the cinematic docuseries goes into production? Or like, does that matter?
Zero.
Okay, I feel the same way.
Yeah,
I feel the
yeah.
same way. Yeah,
Whatever. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Because we build hype when we go into production on the docuseries. Like
Sure.
that's where.
Build it, but don't let it stop you. That was a
Okay,
good
we're on the
point.
same page. We're on
Yeah,
the same page. Okay,
yeah,
yeah. And I also like you say build it, but don't let it stop you. But I also say like don't let it distract you.
yeah, yeah.
You know
Sure.
what I
But
mean?
one thing I would have done differently with Skyfly was I would have started building a following. The second we started pre-production. Because the it helps, and so and I didn't, and so it's good that you are.
Yeah, but to what extent does it help?
Um,
People know about it.
from Palisades, Lapoom. Remember him? You guys used to work together.
No,
Gator. Remember him?
it's if I saw his face, I would remember him.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway, decline.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? Shit, where were we?
We were talking about the importance of a following in pre-production, as opposed to the importance of a following in production.
Oh yeah. Well, and at that point, tomato tomato. I mean, what's the big difference? It could be you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I would say go for it, but don't let it, not having it stop you.
Yeah, because like the way I see it, and this is just how like it's been looking for like the past 2 years since I've been like working and like building this whole project, is that like, and let's go with like worst case scenario. We launch this Natty King official Instagram account, and maybe we do it with a joint YouTube account, and collectively over the next year, before we get any kind of real funding, let's say we get it up to like 100,000 followers, right? Who cares, right? Like who
Yeah.
really cares? And when I really consider like what would be required to get it to 100,000 followers on Instagram and YouTube, that's a lot of work. Like it's a lot of consistency and it's a lot of like high quality content. Like that requires a social media manager. So it
Yeah.
feels like it almost kind of distracts. Like if that's my focus as a producer and the showrunner, it feels like if I'm focusing on like building up a following to 100K, and like what does the 100K amount to at the end of the day?
Yeah. Well, it could amount to some decent money on YouTube. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how all the
Decent
monetization
money's
is.
we decent money's not going to do shit for us.
Yeah.
It doesn't do shit for us in the long run.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
true. And I mean, I think, somebody who's willing to take on the project does, a big following does help, but it's not mandatory. You know what I mean?
Right.
If the project is great project, like, 10 followers versus 100,000 followers, I don't think it's really going to matter.
Right. I feel like the only time that like a true following really matters is when like it's in the millions. And I don't believe that we can get it to 1 million followers without funding.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't see
So,
that happening.
yeah, so it could be a distraction, where it's like, yeah, get the sizzle, get the no budget sizzle going. See what happens from that, and then you might, and then after that, I guess it depends on if you want to try to take out a loan to make a better sizzle,
Mm.
right?
Or take out a loan to like consider how do we market. If we're happy with the sizzle, if we like the sizzle and it looks good, then we would consider it's like, okay, so how do we shop the sizzle? Like
Yeah,
what do we yeah, yeah.
yeah. How do we shop the sizzle? So you're either making a new sizzle or you're shopping. Let's say you made a good sizzle, then you're shopping the sizzle, and you're trying to get funding to shoot the docuseries. I mean,
Correct.
it's pretty straightforward there. And all along the way, you're building your following if you want.
No, we will, because I have a person. I'm getting people who like are getting invested and like they're seeing the potential of this project, so they wanna help me. So
Yeah.
I have people who like they're working on it.
Yeah. And it
I
couldn't
just
hurt. I mean, you also let while you're building the following, could potentially somebody could see it who's interested in investing, I suppose.
Yeah, you never know who's watching. That's a very
Yeah.
good point. You never know who's
Yeah.
watching. Like
And that,
I've met very big wigs within the fitness industry just from my content alone. So we could
yeah.
definitely make the content. I'm
Yeah.
just saying it's like I don't want to pull my attention. My attention. If
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
else's attention is working on it, great.
Of course. Yeah. That's the power of outsourcing. And if you got the PA who might be able to handle that, I mean, that's
Right.
great. Be on
Right.
TikTok, Instagram, right? Facebook, YouTube, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like I don't want to. I don't want to divert more than 35%, maybe 40% of my energy to content and building a bigger following. Like I would cap it at 40%. So far as like the type of energy that I have allotted for this project, I have 40% specific for building a following.
Yeah, and that almost sounds like a lot because, like you said, your goal isn't the socials. It's you're not building a Natty King socials. You're building a Natty King docu series, right?
Yeah.
So if the socials feeds into that, great. Like we think it could, but ultimately, if somebody came up to you right now and said, "Hey, Shaun, you could have a successful Natty King TikTok account, or you could have a successful Natty King docu series that's on Netflix,"
Yeah.
you would choose the latter.
Precisely. Precisely. I'm
Yeah.
glad that we're on the same page about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. Um, shit. I feel like we're on the same page.
It's hard, man. You got a battle ahead of you, but you're the man for the job.
Oh, I'm stoked. And in the event that like the streams of revenue pan out in the way that it looks like it will, then like I'm hitting the road. I'm going global next year. Like 100%
Yeah.
going global.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so bad. That's so sick. And that, I mean, gosh, as far as the socials go, I mean, I hope you document that because
Yeah.
that's actually a really fun story to watch.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
going to fucking Saudi Arabia to pitch this.
Yeah, yeah, we're on the same page about that. I also like I think about the fact that we want a global appeal. The reason I picked the number 30 natural bodybuilders is because ideally we would have athletes from all around the world. So we would be able to have each like athlete represent the specific region of the world that they're coming from. So like if you think about like the Indian market and Indian natural bodybuilding and bodybuilding in general is huge over in India, right? So let's say we got a natural bodybuilding star in India. They are very supportive of their own, especially when it comes to an international project. So if we got like a really cool Indian natural bodybuilder on the roster of the Natty King, we market the hell out of him specifically in India. And
Mm.
then now we've got 1 billion, a population of 1 billion who's like rooting for this guy, this one Indian athlete to like be the Natty King.
Yeah, man.
So then when we do the live stream, who's tuning in on Netflix to watch this live streamed event?
Right.
You know what I mean? And like
Absolutely.
we could do that. Like again, South Korea. South Korea is a very big market within the film industry. So if we got a South Korean natural bodybuilder, you
So
guess like
that's part of your recruiting process then?
one
You're
hundred
trying.
percent,
Oh,
one
okay.
hundred percent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with money, like let's say it comes from modeling, or let's say it comes from a loan, I would be traveling the world to compete at random bodybuilding events in different countries while also marketing the project.
Yeah, recruiting and marketing the project. Yeah, and
Precisely.
then
Precisely.
documenting yourself doing that, right? Yeah.
Precisely. And that's what
Yeah, man.
2026 looks like.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's exciting. What an adventure.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, yeah. So, okay. I think we're all on the same page. I think we got the next couple of months mapped out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you're ready, man. Make that
yeah.
freaking sizzle.
Yes. Amen.
Yeah, you just
Amen.
gotta, even if you're shooting it low budget, just get some good color correcting on it, get some good editing, some good music, some good sound. Like you know how to make it good.
Yeah. Just make it good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just be good.
Make a good sizzle, and then literary agent, literary
Yep.
agent,
Yeah.
and then we just start. We figure out how to shop. Yeah. Just shop.
Yeah. Yeah. You got the vision, brother. You know it. Yeah.
Okay. This is great.
Hell yeah.
You
I'm
got anything on your end?
what, new and exciting?
Anything?
Nothing, man. I'm boring lately and just, I'm trying to write the
Grinding.
next script. Yeah, but the next movie we make is going to be grande. I can promise
Let's
you
do
that.
it. Let's
Yeah,
do it, man.
it's
Dude,
gonna be high concept comedy made for other people, not made for me.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that. I'm really getting into high concept type stuff, like the feature length film. Have you ever seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
it sounds super familiar.
I highly recommend that you see it. It's very good film, period. But like that's where I want to take the feature length film. Where like we're like breaking reality. Like we're it's like reality bending. Yeah,
I know which movie you're talking about.
yeah.
Never saw it, but that looked gnarly.
Yeah, it's really good, and like that's exactly where I want to take the film. Where it's like it gets loopy. It gets loopy. That's what I want to do with it. But I want to keep
Yeah,
like I want to like really hit the tone where it's like it's majestic, it's epic, but it's also like lighthearted, but also at the same time it's like incredibly like emotionally resonating. Like
yeah.
I want the
See,
movie to be
we still got these crazy fun ideas without the weed, but now we can like capture them.
yeah, and execute upon them.
Yes, that's the well said because everybody has ideas, but not everybody can execute.
Well, that's why I love you, bro,
I
because you
love you
get shit
more.
done.
I love you, brother.
I love it.
All right,
Okay,
man.
well this was great. Let's keep in touch.
Yeah, let's see each other soon.
All right, bro, I'm down.
Peace.
All right, bro, thank you.
Later.